at the Nissan dealership. Of course, they have, great deals. 0%, as you can see, that's the first car in your face when you enter to the dealership door. I mean, there's a reason for that, right? 0% up finance up to 36 months at 0%. Nissan is dealing with a lot of issues right now, restructuring. They've been dealing with a lot of issues since the Lebanese CEO have left. So they're really struggling. They've changed their models, in terms of the design for the last 5 years. I have to say, I think they've done a little bit better job with, how their models are right now in terms of the design. But the problem is they're not reliable, right? The reliability, according to many reports, are not. It's definitely not up there, right? Honest with you, from the back, but it has, definitely the reliability is nothing compared to a RAV4. And we got the Platinum here, all-wheel drive, the Rogue. I mean, the Rogue, that's their best seller in terms of SUV, all-wheel drive vehicle. But guys, they do lose a lot of value, unfortunately. There are really good deals right now in terms of, leasing. The Nissans, I mean, internal, even the inside of the vehicle, you look at the steering wheel, looks like it's like from 7 years ago. The screen, okay, I'll give them the screen looks better. The middle console looks like a bit like the Toyota interior in terms of where the transmission sits. That's a reliable vehicle. I mean, there's so many of them here. They're best quality is still the, of course, Nissan GTR, which is a sport vehicle. I will definitely give them that. This is a used one, and that's a 2025, right? And you can see, obviously, these are the 2026s. Not much difference, like I was saying, between 2025 and 2026, but they're definitely not reliable. That's their issue. They're building very cheap reliability right now. Nissan's transmission issues per design. Looks like the dealership is closed, but it's full of them. This is even a small dealership. I know a couple of friends who lease them. Again, I would only lease them because they significantly lose value. And the resale market, see, this also how I know, right? The resale market is so bad on these. They drop drastically, right? They do drop drastically. That's the Sentra, same as the other one, but the other one got more bells and whistles. That's an older, that's the new Rogue also. One, that's the Sentra. I know some rental companies will have them. That's the Nissan Kicks. So that's kind of what's the comparison to the Kona. I don't know if I would buy one. Like I said, I would lease one. I'm not really big on financing those, because right now they only compete on the price. However, if you only compete on the price, you will not survive in the market for too long, right? You will definitely not survive in the market for too long if you only compete on price, because your resale value is really low, your reliability is really low. You can tell there's plenty of them. Some of these are used. 2024s, right? 2024s. These are used. Yeah, you don't see much of these on the resale market. People just don't like them. The Nissan Kicks, you can still see it, but again, it's not what it used to be. That's the new Nissan Kicks. Like I said, they really sacrifice their reliability. And that's what you end up when you build a vehicle that have major problems. You will not survive. Consumers nowadays are well aware, and all manufacturers now are trying to striking a balance between a price that the average consumer can afford for an average everyday vehicle, and also giving you the features. I don't see any Nissan Armadas here. The Nissan 370Z, I don't see it either. So yeah, this dealership, like I said, it's not a big dealership, so they don't have any of the GTRs either. I would say the GTRs, I mean, going back from the R31, R32, R33, R34, Nissan Skyline, I really love those. And they still build them very good quality vehicles. You know, they're really good quality, the GTRs. That's the Murano. Oh my God, I remember 10 years ago, or maybe more than, maybe in 2007, 2004, these Muranos were like, you know, so luxurious, and they were expensive, and, you know, they had a beautiful interior, and they were also reliable too, compared to today's Muranos. A little bit of a better interior. But again, it's all plasticky, I can tell from here, all plastic materials. Again, Nissan is trying to survive. They're sinking, they're a ship that's really sinking, and who knows where they're gonna go. I would only recommend leasing. I would not own one unless like they're giving you huge discounts. But even with the huge discount, the problem is you might have an issue with the transmission, right? They're known for those issues. Important parts that fails on the vehicle. It's not recommended buying a Nissan, but hey, if you're gonna lease one for now, just lease one for now. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching.